Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Monday.
I've been talking for a solid minute. I thought it was already on already.
Today is Monday. I hope you had a great and restful weekend.
Yes.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was phenomenal. It was the NFL draft weekend. I enjoyed that. I got a chance to play chauffeur because my wife was booked on Friday evening and all day Saturday. So I had to drive her and pick her up, drive her and pick her up, drive her and pick her up, that kind of thing. And last night, I had an amazing seafood boil at home cooked by Chef Lisa Santiago McNeill.
Saturday evening, we had visitors.
We're here. Oh, my gosh. And Saturday evening, another highlight of the weekend for me, my son, my firstborn son, he's 31. He'll be 31 soon. He came with his lady friend, and two of their friends came to our house. So, I mean, Lisa and I never get to hang out with millennials like that, 30-year-olds.
That's millennials.
Yeah, so we have 4 30-year-olds in our home on Saturday evening, and I really enjoyed them.
They were wonderful.
We had a good conversation. We had drinks. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. But today we're going to talk about the 7th principle, chapter 8 from Think and Grow Rich. Decision. We're going to talk about it right after this.
Massage.
Back in a moment.
Good morning, my name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to you each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Like. Thank you so much again for joining us this morning on Let's Talk About It with the Empowerment Duo. Please let us know that you're here so that we can greet you properly, and make sure that you hit those likes. If you are on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our shows. We have gone through a journey of Think and Grow Rich.
Mm-hmm. We're taking you through the chapters, the principles of the classic book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. We're on principle, I think, 6 now, I believe.
7.
That's what I said, principle 7 now, which is decision. Of the 13 principles, decision, to decide something, the importance of it as a success principle.
Absolutely.
Not tactic, principle.
Principle, absolutely. Can you give the definition? No, the origin of decide.
Sure. The origin of the word decide is it's a Latin word coming from the word decidere, which literally means to cut off. Okay, Latin means to cut off. So that means when you decide, you cut off other options.
Absolutely.
That's what it means. Good morning, Miss Phyllis.
Good morning, Miss Phyllis.
Sister Barbara Mosley again.
Yes,
in the hizzy. Good morning, Sister Barbara. How you doing?
Good morning. I understand deciding is one of the most important things that you can do in order to reach your goal. Hey, Katura.
Good morning, Miss Katura Green. Deciding, making a decision, and stick with it. Mm-hmm. Okay, and because you're going to get your decisions always get challenged.
Yeah,
they always get challenged. So, but once you make a decision, can you hold on to it?
But understanding that deciding to and not necessarily deciding how to is almost as important as understanding decision. That you're deciding to
make the decision
versus how it's going to be done. You ultimately know what it is that you want to be done, but the how could vary from time to time.
No diggity. Decision.
Good morning, Tamika. Thank you for joining us this morning.
There was this man that has an opportunity to seclude himself from everyone else. He goes onto an island and he's away from all people. And he decides he's going to be away from all people for a whole month. And he spends that whole month living off the land and praying and thinking thinking and praying about the meaning of life. He does it all day, every day. That's what he does. He ponders the meaning of life. He ponders it. And at the end of his personal 30-day retreat from the world, he comes back with this revelation. And he tells the first person he gets in contact with, one of his friends, he goes, look, I've been away for 30 days thinking and praying, and I've come to a conclusion. He goes, what is that? I've discovered that I am one with all things living. I am one with them. And his friend says, what? All things? He goes, you mean I'm not? Just that first thing, questioning. And he was like unsure of his decision now. He spent the whole month coming up with, I'm one with all things. His first person said, all things? You mean I'm not?
That's actually an important illustration because so often I deal with people as a clarity coach and a confidence coach. I mean, as a clarity coach and a coach's coach, with this broad revelation that they have, I need to do this, right? And as soon as they're questioned, they veer. But you need to do this. And that revelation came between a conversation between you and God, usually, because that's usually what we flesh out. And then they begin to think that conversation was a conference call. I can't validate that. I can only confirm and hold it with you. God has given you an idea, gift, skill, or purpose. And it is up to you to take that understanding, which is also why I'm typically very cautious when people say, oh, I prayed about it and God said it, I should choose you. Well, that sounds good. That sounds really, really good. But someone who is very, very callous with saying, God told me to do this, God told me to do that, is often utilizing that as an excuse for changing their mind often. But I'm gonna tell you who don't change their mind.
Truth bomb just exploded.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt nobody's feelings.
Truth. They're using that as justification to change their minds often.
I was gonna do this, and this, but then the Spirit told me God has been the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. So for somebody to say that I was going to do this and God changed either means you didn't hear him first or you didn't hear him now. Do with that what you wish.
Another one. Oh, if you tell me that means you didn't hear him the first time or the second time, one or the other.
One or the other.
Because he's not changing like that. He ain't switching up on you like that.
Hey, Judah, good morning.
That was good, baby. That was really good. Good morning, Sister Judy. How you doing? We're continuing our journey. We want to talk about your weekend too. Hopefully you had a good weekend, Sister Judy. Hopefully you had a great weekend, Sister Barbara and Katura. Did y'all do anything cool, Miss Phyllis? Hope you had a great weekend as well. We surely did. And I won't be able to take a full day off, but boy, oh boy, we were busy this weekend.
Yes, my goodness.
Lisa particularly. And me too. Her event that she was participating in on Friday and Saturday was 40 minutes from the house. So at least I don't like to drive like that, and especially if it's any kind of inclement weather. So I drove her there and back Friday and Saturday. Another blessing. I got blessed on Friday. On Friday, it had to be Friday when I had to drop Lisa off and I had like 2 hours to kill before I picked her up.
Yes, I'm still jealous.
I had 2 hours to kill.
Again.
Now check this out, Dr. Deborah. Good morning, Dr. Deborah. Good morning, Mr. Phyllis. I had 2 hours to kill. I'm 40 minutes from home. So I figured I'd just go grab a bite to eat, right? And I go to where area it was, I saw Smithfield Chicken and Barbecue. I used to love their barbecue platter with coleslaw. So I was going to go get that. And as I got in the parking lot, I got a phone call from my man. He says, another man's going to call me. And it was an opportunity for me to do ministry.
Good morning, Miss Shirley. Shirley DeJeanette Wyatt.
So this guy needed some ministry. So one guy told me another man needed some ministry. So I pulled into the parking lot. I took care of the car. I took the call. I talked to the brother, and that was fine. And I was going to go order me some food. And I realized I had my phone with me.
But
my phone
wallet
detaches from the wallet. I take my phone out of the wallet.
I'm glad mine doesn't, because I would hate to be in that position.
And I've been in that position several times.
All the time.
Not all, but several times it's happened to me. It's just so easy. So I'm 40 minutes from home. I'm hungry now. and I don't have any money. I have money in my account, but I don't have any cards. So how am I supposed to eat? And I thought I had a friend in the area, and I called one of the brothers from then, and he happened to be 7 minutes from where I was. I said, look, man, I got 2 hours to kill. I said, you busy? He goes, no, man, come on. I'm just about to have a cigar right now.
Say word.
I had my cigar stuff with me. I went to his home.
Mind you, he had this cigar stuff, but forgot the wallet.
I had my cigar stuff but forgot my wallet. I had my cigar case and forgot my wallet. So,
hey, Shaki,
great morning, Sister Shaki.
We miss you.
So I pulled up to my friend Jay Mattier's house. He's on his front porch, smoking a cigar, drinking a Hennessy. And he says, you hungry? I says, yeah, man, I want to get something to eat. I'm thinking he'd make me a sandwich. That's what I thought he was going to do. And I would have been happy with a slap of bologna and 2 pieces of bread. I would have been good. This man said, come on in, have a seat in the kitchen. I'm sitting at the kitchen table. His wife comes. I meet his kids. Everything's great. And he's in the kitchen. And I'm hearing frying and searing and all this kind of stuff. And he slaps this big old steak in front of me. Almost the size of the plate. And some potatoes. And oh man, I had 2 amazing meals. I had the steak dinner from a friend of mine on Friday night and Lisa's seafood boil on Sunday evening. Wow.
Wow, baby. Wow, baby. So today we are talking about principle number 7 in the 8th chapter of Think and Grow Rich, and it is decision.
Making a decision. How was your weekend, Shaki? How was your weekend, Sister Shirley?
An enemy to decision is procrastination.
We'll say it again slowly because there might be somebody that missed it.
Absolutely. An enemy to decision is procrastination.
Now, we're journeying through Think and Grow Rich, and the 7th principle is the principle of decision. And the basic tenet is making a decision quickly when you have all the information available to you and changing your mind slowly.
Understand that the kissing cousin or fraternal twin to procrastination is one that you all like to use much better: perfectionism.
Okay. Yes. Now, the opposite of decision making and decide means this is a path I'm going to take with my life, or this is the person I'm going to live my life with. Mm-hmm. You've decided, you've cut off options. Marriage is a great example because you take vows, public vows to love, honor, cherish, respect, all that kind of stuff.
Obey.
Well, yeah, you obey pretty good, so I can keep that in. You do pretty good with that. Okay.
Most people have, since I want to say 2015, left out the word obey.
I don't think I need the word obey. I don't think I need it, so I can persuade.
It's in there.
I can persuade. So I don't need you to obey. I can persuade you to do stuff.
It's in there for a reason, because there can't be 2 heads.
Right. Well, ain't no 2 heads in my house. Okay, so
but no understand there's a respect for the neck.
Right. Respect for the neck, but I'm definitely the head.
Absolutely.
Okay? If a final decision has to be made, Brother Brian gonna make it. Sister Shirley, she says, thanks you for the shout out on Friday.
That's right.
I got a new customer. My weekend was great. It was shout out Friday. Now, we appreciate that, but you did the work. You actually posted
operated in obedience and put her link in there. We shouted it out. She was contacted by someone through the show and got the
new client. Whoop, whoop. That's awesome.
Love it, love it, love it. And I don't know if that was the reason, but that's a great reason to start off a weekend. She said, my weekend was great. That's a great way to start out a weekend with the sale.
That's right. Shoot. You can have a million problems, and one sale makes you feel better.
Absolutely.
I had a chance to tell that to someone yesterday afternoon. I got a phone call from someone needing to talk to me yesterday about her business and her what should she do for this place and that kind of stuff. And I hope I didn't speak too harshly to her, Lisa.
I hope you operated in the spirit and understand that sometimes a harsh word is the best word.
Well, I was very matter of fact with her. I caught myself even looking at the phone like, what are you? It's not what she was thinking. She was complicating her life. She was making everything much more complicated. And I was like, no, stop that. You don't need to. Could you write that down and send to me what you just said? No. Could you read some stuff I wrote about what I'm going to do about? No, I don't. I'm loath to read that because I don't want you bound by verbiage. Okay, get more bound by purpose and focus and why you're doing it. You don't need to be stuck on exactly saying this exact thing, like there's a magic key or a magic wand.
Understand that is actually one of the afflictions of procrastination.
Yep.
And perfectionism.
Yep. Perfectionism is a clear indicator of fear of success. Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry, I'm jumbled your order around.
If it's not exactly right, they are paralyzed and can't move forward. Now, there are times that everybody experiences this when you're stepping out into a new thing
to different degrees.
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. But it's important to remember that when you are going to do something impactful, it's going to feel uncomfortable.
Every expert was at one point an amateur at what they do. Okay. Every great musician, every great singer, every great athlete at one time was not a great singer, athlete, or musician. They had to go through the wobbly. Everyone that drives a car, there was a day they didn't know how to drive. And then they took lessons.
Hand shook before they got it together.
Yes. Every lawyer was paralyzed before he had to give his first argument in court. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but you get past that by doing, and that's what I told the person yesterday.
By doing it is oftentimes the way to overcome it.
I gave her the 2-word
fear and do it anyway.
The 2-word solutions to every financial slump. The 2 words: massive action. Mm-hmm. Massive action. Do it all. Do a lot of it. You can take actions out of your troubles. And then, it kind of upset me a little bit. I said, you got to take more actions. You got to do this. And then she goes, well, what if I do it? Da, da, da.
Then you'll learn from it. Oh, you will either learn or succeed. That's how you never fail. You will either learn or succeed. Learn, don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Or succeed. Mm-hmm. Yes, it worked. One way or the other. Every cake you bake is either going to be great or horrible. Every meal, every cake, every situation that you deal with.
You bake, every vow you take, I'll be watching you. But anyway, but doing it and doing it.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well. I'm doing it and doing it and doing it well.
And doing it and doing it well.
But the well comes after doing it and doing it.
Yeah, that's right. You don't get to well until you've done it enough times.
That's it.
Okay. There's a line in the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin, how terrible most men are at sex. Okay. But after a while, you get some experience, you learn some things, and you get better at it, but you're still going to overall be kind of bad.
Well, they decide they don't care because it's still good for them.
Which is brilliant to me.
That's terrible.
It's brilliant.
That's terrible.
That's brilliant to me.
Barbara says you do learn from your mistakes. Sometimes that's the only way to learn. That's the only way to learn.
Whoever was an expert the first time.
They got on the bike.
Yeah, or said their ABCs, or tied their shoes, or tried to walk. No one masters this immediately. Everything is a process. Ooh, I just dropped some brilliance. Everything is a process.
Everything is a process. And those processes are actually part of the process.
Yeah.
Those missteps are a part of the process.
We got some new neighbors next door. And in the mornings, I like to go downstairs and put some fresh air in my lungs before I do anything really. So I go downstairs and I walk out to the end of the way our walkway is, the first part of our walkway to that square before I have to turn and go to the left to the driveway. So I walk out and I get some air in my lungs, and I'm standing out there and the arms out and, get some air in my lungs. And my neighbors happen to be sitting in their car watching me do this. Okay. I said, oh. Well,
did you know they were there?
Not until they said something. So they're like, hey, how you doing, neighbor? I said, good morning. And first thing they asked me is, are you a preacher or a minister or something? No, I hadn't talked to them like that before. Mm-hmm. Why would they say that up front? Okay. Was preachers normally doing that in the morning?
No, you look like Pastor such and such.
I look like Pastor such and such.
Just like you look like the assistant manager at the store.
Every store.
Every store.
I look like some stores manager or assistant manager. So, but they wanted to talk about me. They're looking for a church home. They want to know where we went and all of that. So I talked to them.
Dr. Deborah, she said, I had a great weekend. I presented for a private family business brunch.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
They ended with a visualization meditation. Amen.
Outstanding. That was Saturday, I hope, or one day it was. But I'm glad you did. These opportunities to get a chance to do your thing, your THANG, all these opportunities will expand. Opportunities are expanded as they are seized.
I had an opportunity on Saturday to also share the 5-step manifestation process and help to make it plain. The 5 steps are part of coming to the decision and part of bringing forth what it is that your purpose is. In those 5 steps, it starts with reflection. Reflection is looking back at what you've gone through or learned and helping you to see the value in those things.
Looking back
On
when I was just a little nappy-headed boy.
You had hair back then.
Mm-hmm. And my only worry was what for Christmas would be my toy. Looking back on when I was a little nappy-headed boy.
All right, Stevie.
And my only worry was for Christmas what would be my toy. You didn't get it at first.
I did not.
I
did not. Rochelle, good morning. After reflection, after amassing all of those memories, we go through a journey called evaluation. Mm-hmm. That evaluation process means that every bit of the life that you've led and every experience that you've gone through, good, bad, or indifferent, has taught you something and has narrowed the pathway to where it is that your strength lies.
Reflection and then evaluation.
That's congratulations.
I know.
Okay. Then finally leading you to projection. Because once you go back, then you got to go forward. You okay?
Yeah, I had a little shrimp this morning.
Oh my goodness.
I did.
You're not supposed to have shrimp.
You know how it works for me, baby. If I enjoyed the meal the night before,
he's going to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Projection is seeing where that journey is now supposed to take you. Projection.
You have a lot to do with projection, and having taken it, if you did it sequentially, like Lisa suggesting, reflect first, then evaluate, right? And then project. Mm-hmm. Yep. Today's we're going through the 7th principle of Think and Grow Rich. We're on decision. Decision is what we're talking about. And we want to hear how great your weekend was. I had a great weekend. I hope my wife had a great weekend too. We had some together time, and I don't think I watched any basketball. Oh yeah, I did watch the Knicks game on Sunday.
Of course you did.
I watched the Knicks game on Sunday. And I was disappointed that we lost.
From 1 to 4, I was gone so that you could have your game.
I did watch my game, and I'm just disappointed that the Knicks lost. I didn't get a cigar yesterday.
That was by choice. You could have had it with your game. I have no compassion.
That's probably why I wanted one so bad last night.
And I made it available to you. I had no compassion. None.
I was ready for a cigar last night and didn't do it.
You had 4 hours to have a cigar.
I ended up watching it inside the house.
That was your choice again.
I was sitting in my comfortable chair.
You didn't have to.
I know, but that's where I was. And
the garage is comfortable. The backyard is comfortable.
That's right.
The living room is comfortable, and the upstairs is comfortable.
And I ate, and I just ended up staying there watching the game. Okay, in the house instead of on my tablet, I watched it on the big screen. Okay.
I've never seen you need to watch it on the big screen.
I don't need to, okay, because the tablet's right here, so I don't need to. But I'm ready for today. Ooh, we're talking about decision, which is the perfect day. This morning, I made a post I was thinking about the importance of Monday. Monday is the crucial day of the week. If you want to have a good week, you need to have a good Monday. And I also came to the revelation that every Monday, for a lot of us, for most of us anyway, Monday's like the beginning of a new work week, but Mondays are like a day that you can refresh, refocus, set new goals, set new targets. Mondays can really be like we call Wednesdays evaluation day. Monday could be relaunch day.
Absolutely. And remember,
relaunch.
this Monday is actually May 1st. May 1st is 30 days away from the first half of the year. How close are you to the goals that you set for this first half of the year? What else do you need to get there? How much further do you have to go to get to the place that you intended for yourself on June 1st? Now understand that actually takes us from that actually takes us to step 4 in the manifestation project process, which is specification. Specification means that you got to see what else you need. You're not changing your direction. You've already gotten your direction because you've gone through the first 3 steps, which is reflection, evaluation, and then projection. But now specification is identifying what else or who else you need to get where it is that you're going.
Facebook is sometimes fluky. Sometimes you can tell and sometimes you can't. But someone made a really, really nice statement. They said, I really, really miss you both. My favorite power couple, Brian Keith McNeill and Lisa. It doesn't say who your name is, so please tell us. We have a couple who are going by Facebook user today. And the other one says,
I have been super busy today running my business and putting energy in my YouTube page. Well, congratulations. And we are happy for you, but we can't see your name.
Is it showing yours?
No.
It doesn't show on mine either. So the one about building a YouTube page and the one about calling Lisa.
Oh, it's Gigi. Hey, Gigi.
Oh,
haven't seen you in a long time.
This me, Gigi King. That's
hey,
right.
Gigi.
And it's nice to be missed by Gigi King. I hope you're doing wonderful, Gigi. She's been focusing on her YouTube page. That's nice.
Absolutely. Manifestation is going to take decision. Because you got to know what you're doing before you get it done. Understand you can't bake a cake if there's no flour, no eggs in the house.
Let's talk about.
You got to understand, you got to count up the cost to know what's going to be necessary to bring it to pass.
I love it, but I want to put this out there. And I want to talk about that for a second. All is well, she goes. There's a skit on, I think it was on Saturday Night Live or Mad TV, one of those kind of shows years ago. Maybe 20 years ago, there was a skit, and this man decided to open a store in the mall called Just Tape. Just Tape.
I think it was Mad TV.
Mad TV. He has a store called Just Tape, and all he sells in there is different types of tapes, masking, duct, clear, and they have all these different sizes of tape. Yeah, all these different sizes, just tape, and like no one comes in the store. Okay, hardly ever. And the store is dying in the mall. And one guy comes in and he asks for some tape, just to support it. I have a store in the mall. I just want to come in here and see what you guys got. Yeah, let me get a roll of tape. And he's what kind of tape you want? And he's trying to describe it. And he calls out, give me a 938.6 and such. Okay, cool. And he runs to the back and get some tape, very specific tapes. And the guy says, why don't you guys have like pencils in here, pens, paper, stuff like that? Add a little stuff to it.
Just tape.
He goes, no, we only do tape here. That's it. Okay. Nothing else? No, just tape. And the business ends up failing, and it's a funny skit. But that man made a decision that was not good. And he was sticking to it doggedly. Just tape. That's it? Nothing else? Okay. For some reason, that story and that skit seared into my memory.
There are some things that we hold on to, like the Betamax. The best in the first, but is no longer like before releasing anything else. Beta wanted to be the best. And how long? iPhone didn't wait until they had the best iPhone. We on iPhone 15 or something like that now. Nobody, you don't have to wait until it is exactly what you want it to be be able to fix in place.
And that, what you just said there, that makes it, some of it at least some percentage of it is more art than science.
Absolutely.
So it's interesting to me. I'm so excited that Monday is happening. Actually, the first day of the work week was this particular Monday is the first day of a new month. And we happen to be discussing decision. You can make a new decision today.
I think it's important. This is one of the things that I came across also. Achievers do not take confidence Do not take in confidence, but in their mastermind members, and especially those who are in complete harmony with them. Many people have their self confidence ruined because some well meaning but ignorant opinions of others. That's why asking opinions, we should do it quietly and without openly discussing our purpose.
Yeah, and choosing wisely the people that you
That you
discuss
choose to
your
share
stuff
your
with.
stuff with.
I'm
Absolutely.
telling you, your dreams, your goals, your plans, your directions. You can't tell everybody.
You end up in a pit.
And you end up immobile. You can't get nothing done.
Like Joseph. You end up in a pit because he chose to tell his brothers and his father about the dream that he had before
it was his time. And they end up ostracizing him, punishing him, throwing him in this. Ugh.
The good thing about it is God still got the glory. The good thing about it is God can still have your time. Gigi says some people get jealous of your dreams and your goals. Yes, sometimes.
And when they get jealous, you know what they do with them, Sister Gigi? I know you know. They sabotage, they pick at, they laugh at, and it goes through stages. They ridicule it first or belittle it. And then they violently oppose it. Look, I told you, stop that. That's not going, first they belittle it and joke you, and then they violently oppose you.
Your little business.
Yeah, but then after the violent opposition, after that jokey joke, after that violent opposition, then they start to see it working.
Then it's support.
Acceptance is next step. And then after acceptance, it becomes to, let me see how I can help you. And then let me share in your credit. Let me share in the shine.
Barbara says, have a positive attitude before you make your decisions. Amen. I think that Gigi says, it's best not to share, only pray about it. Well, the thing is, God uses people. So you can share it selectively. God does use people. He doesn't only come in the air and in the spirit and in your heart. He also uses mentors, coaches, and peers to help accelerate.
And other people have expertise you don't.
Absolutely.
I thought I was a good writer. And this is another thing that kind of always steered in my memory too. I thought I was a good writer, and I'm definitely a good speaker and a storyteller. And I was telling a very real story about how I rescued those people from fire. And I wrote it out. Okay. No, I didn't even write it out. I did a video of me telling it. And the video was really, really good of me telling the story, and it was with emotion and all that kind of stuff of me speaking it on a video. And there's this lady, she saw this video up in New York. Her name was Kim Brittingham. Kim Brittingham. Yes. She saw the video and she wrote an article about the video. My story, me telling my story. She wrote an article about me telling the story, and she sent it to me, and it moved me to tears. It made me cry.
About your own experience.
About my own experience, but the way she wrote it, oh my gosh. But that was because she had an expertise I didn't have. So that's the part about sharing. Sometimes when you share, you can get exposed to a different expertise or a better expertise.
Amen, Gigi. She says, yes, he uses people. You're correct 100%. What I mean to say is don't share your dreams and goals with small-minded people. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Another quote I really, really like is, people doing better than you don't insult you. They don't belittle you.
They will typically encourage you. They may redirect you. They may help you.
And the only ones who slam your dreams and stuff are people not doing as well.
And not even thinking about it.
People that are not
doing your dream. Let me tear it down.
Yes.
So today's card is coming from the Beauty Cards deck, and it is expand your range. Expand your range. Sometimes it is easier to find your lowest feelings. Sadness or pain may seem more real than joy or bliss. To the depths of your lowest feeling, you also have the capacity for heights. Play big, open up. You are more than you think you are.
That's right. Enlarge. Enlarge my territory. Open up. You're bigger than you think. So often in my practice, Felice's too, it's easy. Dr. Deborah can attest to this. Adults forget how awesome they are. They forget if someone hasn't reminded them of how good they are, or how skilled they are, or how beautiful they are, or how good a singer they are. If they don't get reminded, people forget they have these skills.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, aren't you the didn't you accomplish? Oh yeah, I did do that. The adults can forget, and they need reminders. I asked Lisa a question last night because I saw it on Facebook, and I thought it was an interesting question. Sister Barbara Mosley, what's the least expensive thing that someone can buy for you that would make you happy?
Mm-hmm.
What's the least expensive thing, Miss Phyllis, that someone can buy, or Gigi, someone can buy for you? What's the least expensive thing that someone can buy for you that would still make you happy?
Dr. Deborah, Shaki, Barbara, what is the least expensive thing that someone can buy for you that would make you happy?
And their answers, they had a lot of answers to that question too. And I thought the answers were really, really interesting. Sister Shirley, what's the least expensive thing that someone could buy for you that would make you happy?
Katora, what's the least expensive thing that someone could buy for you that would make you happy? Amen. Gigi said, I love elephants. So a porcelain elephant, or a
stuffed elephant,
or a stuffed elephant, or a metal elephant that would make you happy?
Yeah, answers on that I saw on the list. Someone said butter pecan ice cream. Someone said a card. A least expensive thing someone can buy for them that would make them happy. Someone said shoes, okay, that could make them happy.
Amen. Barbara says, because they are doing what they have or what they love, artificial flowers make you happy. Amen.
Yes, because artificial flowers. I like artificial flowers. Silk plants, actually I like them. There used to be a store in Raleigh, North Carolina called the Silk Plant Forest. The Silk Plant Forest book.
A book.
Can make Dr. Deborah
I love that.
happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, it's a scarf.
Lisa said a scarf, a pretty scarf is what she said.
A pretty scarf.
Would make her happy. Mm-hmm. But silk plant, I used to like to go visit the store and walk around and think where I could put those things in my home.
Katura said candles. Absolutely.
Candles. How expensive is a candle? Less than $10.
They can get expensive, but you're right. You're right. Everything has a range.
Right.
When you know, amen. Shirley says, whatever they have, I'm grateful. That's true, but let's give them some help. Now, if someone wanted to give you something inexpensive, what would make you happy, what would it be?
I'm easy. Okay, at first I was puzzling. What's Lisa? Lisa goes, go ahead, tell her.
A cigar.
A cigar, no doubt. Obviously, will make me happy.
Put a ribbon on it and it's Christmas.
Done. I'm happy. Oh
no! And to make that cigar even better for you,
what's that?
Somebody to smoke it with you.
I like company when I smoke my cigars. Don't have to have it. Okay, I'm good by myself. I can watch a movie. I can watch YouTube videos. I can have me an adult beverage and a cigar. I'm in my glory. Okay, I'm so grateful for the wife I have.
Katura said ice cream, amen. Candles, love it. I love it. I think I would like both. I like ice cream. I love the smell candles, and I love candles. I love the concept of candles, but I don't really enjoy them because I'm fearful of candles. Did you know that?
Yes, I did know that. Yeah. You told me that too.
I'm fearful.
And but I didn't know how to help you to not be afraid of candles.
You can't just turn them off. Like if I'm not sitting there looking at the candle like this, I don't want it because it might blow away or blow into something. I don't know.
It was shortly after we bought our home in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we had a financial challenge, and we told some people at church, and this lady, she came to us with a gift of a candle. Oh. It was one of those, taller candles. Mm-hmm. It was just plain nothing on the outside, just tall white candle with a wick. Okay, you buy them at Dollar Tree.
It was a prayer candle.
It was a prayer candle.
Yeah,
and she told us to take this candle home, put it on a mantle somewhere, and light it. Okay, and keep the candle lit. Okay, pray. She says, touch every window in your home and pray over that, but keep the candle lit. So we did for years. Just kept the candle when it goes down. We just get another one, so we have one in that spot of those same. You get them at Dollar Tree for those candles lit right there, and I don't know. It was just what do you call that? What do you call a thing that's used to mean something else?
A proxy?
A proxy is close, but it's something else, okay? But anyway, but having that candle lit all the time, it gave me a sense of calm. It gave me a sense of confidence, okay? Because she's obviously well-intentioned. She knows what she's talking about because we didn't have any trouble after that candle was lit.
Amen.
Our house was better off after the candle was lit.
Amen.
So we should have that too. Symbolic. Yes. Something symbolic. Thank you.
Couldn't get that word out.
I know.
And I couldn't help. So.
Symbolic is what I was thinking. It was just a symbol of something. That's all it was. It didn't pay a bill for us, but it was symbolic. Okay. Yes, that's the word. Thank you.
Shirley said vanilla ice cream. Well, all right. That's good.
Vanilla ice cream. Someone buy you vanilla ice cream. Don't cost them a lot of money, but it would make you happy. That's interesting.
Yeah. Brian brought me ice cream last night.
I did. I went and bought some ice cream for Lisa last night. I think the house works better when we have some ice cream in it. We don't eat ice cream every day, but I think when you want ice cream, that's the only thing that'll do. Okay, when you have a taste for ice cream or you want something sweet like that, a spoon of ice cream or a coffee cup of ice cream or something like that. I think you need it in there's certain things you need in your house. You need ice cream in your house. You need Ritz crackers in the house. Okay. Yes, you do. You need butter in the house. Okay. You got to have these things.
Well, okay. All right. But you have to make a decision. And today we're covering Think and Grow Rich, and we've talked about the number 7 principle, which is decision. Decision. Understand. I love the last quote on my sheet. It says, tell the world what you intend to do, but first show it.
And I heard phrased a little bit differently. Tell the world what you're going to do, but do it first. Tell the world what you're going to do, but do it first. Because people take shots at your stuff, man. They take shots at you. They take shots at your dreams and stuff. So, like Sister Gigi was saying earlier, you got to be careful. You let stuff know about what you do. Barbara
she said something about ice cream. It is something about ice cream. But Barbara, I'm going to tell you what I've been dreaming about, and I actually shared it. I talked to Kamika the other day. Butter beans. That's inside conversation. Okay. You know butter beans. You know about butter beans, Barbara.
I like beans. I'm a bean guy. I wasn't a bean guy as a child, but I was prophesied. My dad told me, you don't like beans now, Brian, but you're going to come to a point and you're going to be married someday. And you're going to say to your wife, say, baby, make me some beans. I was like, are you bugging? I said, you don't know what the hell you talking about. No, you did. I did say that. That's my dad. No way I would have said that to my dad.
But we're at that time of the show where we want to thank you for hanging out. Thank you for coming by, stopping through, for deciding to make us a part of your day. Yes. We do that. We've been here for 7 years now.
Since
7 years.
October of 2016. Monday through Friday. Lisa sat on my left. I sat on her right. Doing this thing right here. Her name is Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And he is Brian K McNeill.
And the show is called Let's Talk About It. We talk about personal conversations,
business information,
and spiritual inspiration.
With a little bit of shenanigans thrown in.
Some of you guys have been contributing to our show regularly, like Sister Shirley. Regular contributors to the show make the show work. Some of you guys have been rocking with us for years, like Dr. Beverly.
Hey, Dr. Beverly.
She says good morning to her beautiful family. And Miss Phyllis have been rocking with the show for years. And the way we thanked them was with greeting songs and greeting logos. And up first today, we got
Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis was in the room first today, which she often is. Her logo goes, Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis is
here.
So
clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis is
now
here.
We can all have a great day. This morning, Lisa had her hands busy doing something. She goes, start the show, Brian. Click on go live. So I clicked on go live and I started speaking. I was speaking for a solid minute. And she goes, we're not live yet. Because you gotta hit it twice. You gotta hit it and then you gotta hit it again. Okay, so I only hit it once. So I spoke for a whole minute, Miss Phyllis, and none of you guys heard me. So then Lisa got in. I said, that's why you gotta do it, Lisa. So So we was probably 1 minute late start because of me today.
Katura's here.
Barbara Mosley. What did we come up with her? We didn't come up with a jam yet. We got to come up with a jam for Barbara. Katura Green has a jam. Back to life. Back to Katura Green.
However do you want it?
However do you need it?
Do you need
Good
it?
morning, Mr. Katura Green. And it's Tamika.
Hey, Tamika. Good morning.
Tamika. How you doing?
Morning. Hey, Judy. Oh, Judy, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Judy. Hey, Judy.
That's
hey,
right.
Judy.
My big sister, y'all, Judy Floyd.
Dr. Deborah, healing trauma and deliverance coach. Mm-hmm.
Let me say this real quick. Yesterday, I gave some advice to someone who was looking for a new job. Thursday last week, I was talking to someone who was looking for a new job. And Dr. Deborah, I was thinking about this. I woke up with this revelation. I wrote it down. I told it to Lisa too. I want to give a workshop called How to Sell Yourself and Win Every Job Interview. How to sell yourself and win every job interview. Because I've been giving the same advice for years. How to ask for the job. How to ask for the job. Because a job interview is a sales process. So I'm thinking about doing that workshop. My question is, who do you believe would attend such a workshop? Just college students or people looking for new jobs? Who do you think would come to it?
Interesting. Yeah. Shirley DeJohnette.
Why it will rock you. Rock you. Shirley DeJohnette. Why it will rock you.
Shaki.
How to sell yourself and win every job interview. Shaki is in the house. Guess who's back?
Back
again.
Again.
Shaki's back.
Back.
Tell a friend. Shaki's back. Shaki's back. Shaki's back. Shaki's back. Shaki's back. I created a monster. That's our girl, Shaki.
Hey, Rochelle. Can't remember.
She gave us the prompt last time. Too. Rochelle, we know we do have a jam for her.
Yep, but I'm getting old. I can't keep it up. She's not here every day.
Give us the prompt. Just give us the beginning of it again. We can go do it. Gigi, you got to get a jam for Sister Gigi King.
She had one. I can't remember her.
Gigi, do you remember the song we came up with for you?
Do you remember your song, Gigi?
We got a bunch of them in our head, so help us, please. Who's up? Couture, we did that.
Couture, we got Dr. Deborah, Shirley. We did all of them. Dr. Deborah.
Dr. Beverly has a logo, and it goes, Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly.
Shirley said, yeah, people looking for a job, amen, and people that want to change their jobs. I think that's actually critically true as well. If you're looking to change your job, you need to know how to ask for a new job.
I saw someone this morning, a gentleman I know and respect. He posted all of these different companies that have already had layoffs this year or announced major layoffs for this year. And there was a long list of companies, big companies, Google, Apple, Lyft. They're laying off major employees. And his thing is they need a part-time hustle.
Facebook user, is that Judy or is that Gigi? Judy or Gigi? Gigi says, I don't remember the song y'all came up with, LOL.
Okay.
And Facebook user, and I can't tell, I think it's Judy, but I can't tell if it's Judy or Gigi, says that North Carolina workforce development would pay you to do that workshop to people who are looking for jobs and interviewing.
NC Workforce Development. I need to look them up.
Absolutely.
NC Workforce Development.
Absolutely. Read Dr. Deborah's comment.
Dr. Deborah says, I think that college students need that, but I don't have my glasses on.
Because the older we get, we tend to lose confidence.
Oh, but also middle-aged people, because the older we get, we tend to lose confidence. You know what? Thank you, Sister Sheila. That's the first Facebook user.
That's Sheila. Hey, Sheila.
Sheila Gothard?
I'm not sure.
I hope it's.
And Dr. Deborah says, I agree about workforce development.
I want to talk about that, middle-aged people, because the older we get, we tend to lose confidence. That is real, okay? Over 40, I prefer my clients over 40, and some of them have their confidence shaken because the world around them, the world underneath their feet is shifting, And because they're not in school now, they're not knowing what's going on, and they're picking up new information vicariously sometimes, which means they're not learning it well. So they're unsure about how to navigate some of these new grounds. And I think I don't know how to fix it, okay, but I do want to fix that problem. Old middle-aged people losing confidence.
Veronica, thank you for joining the show.
Veronica Ankrum? What?
Says, good morning. Capitalism is in crisis, and people are tired of being exploited. And can you talk about that? Absolutely.
Veronica Ankrum was on my Salesforce in the early mid-90s when Brianna and Dash was like 2 and 3. She was on my Salesforce. So that means that's 27, 28 years ago, and we called her Ronnie Ankrum back then. Wow, blast from the past. And back then is when I was Buffalo Brian.
Are you going to respond to her comment?
What did she say?
I tried to tell you. I told you again. I said, she says, good morning. Capitalism is in crisis and people are tired of being exploited. And can you talk about that?
I don't think capitalism is in crisis. I think entrepreneurialism and capitalism is thriving right now. And what's going on is
employees are
discovering that they don't have to be better. They don't have to be victims of an employer.
Absolutely.
And the pandemic, I think, helped facilitate that too. When people had to stay at home, they realized, you know what? I like working from home. Okay, I like it. I don't have to have that. So I don't think it's in crisis. I just think the way we do it, the way we do it is different and shifting.
Absolutely. Okay. Facebook user says, this is Sheila. I made the comment about workforce development. Thank you. Personally, I think college students that have resource readily available on their campus, that would be
have
great.
That resource available. You know what I learned when I was speaking more in colleges, man, this is another thing, doing it, and you learn different things. I submitted to the college that I wanted to give a workshop there, how to package, present, and sell yourself to the workforce. And then the college they kept moving me to different departments, smaller and smaller and smaller departments. And then the ones that said yes was the clubs on the campus. A club hired me, and then another club hired me. And then it got too big. So back then, that's what I learned going through college campuses. If that's Sheila Gothard, she's an academic. She's worked in colleges that I know of. So she could probably direct. But when you want to give a talk to a college, I learned I had to go from to the club level up. Okay.
And get brought in and brought around.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for joining us this morning. We have gone through Think and Grow Rich Principles 1 through 7. And we're going to continue the journey. But tomorrow we may not go right to number 8.
No, we may not. But that's okay. We'll cover them all eventually.
Absolutely.
Okay. Tomorrow's Terrific Tuesday.
And we appreciate you joining us this morning. We look forward to you learning your value and deciding to stand in it.
Whoop, whoop. Are we doing Monday movie day?
Yes, we're going to do Monday movie.
What time?
At 12:45.
At 12:45, we're going to go see Big George Foreman. 12:45 today. This is going to be the third Monday out of the last 4 that we've gone to the movies.
We love you. We appreciate you. And don't forget to have sex.